What is up? It is Paul, and welcome back to another episode of InfinityRealm. Today is a very special episode, as I actually have a question and answer plan for you guys. I went on Twitter, and I asked if you guys would ask me some questions, flip the tables a little bit, and I got quite a few different questions to answer. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, if you're not already, there's always the link in the description, twitter.com/PaulthethirdMC. And this week on InfinityRealm, we actually started this thing called InfinityRealm Challenges a couple weeks ago. And this week's challenge is that it's permanently night, so it's just continuously night. And mobs are stronger, so like zombies deal more damage, skeletons, etc. And I think the final thing is that the actually ores drop more. I don't even know what it's called, like ingots or drops, whatever it's called. So let's say you break a diamond block, I think you have a better chance of getting some more diamonds. So that is why this week I am going mining, and as I go mining, I'm going to be answering the questions you guys asked me on Twitter. I'll put them up on screen so you can see who tweeted them at me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Alright, so before I begin the questions, I just want to say this towel in the background, just kind of ignore it. I have it to block the intense light. Intense, that was kind of funny because I held up the number 10 as I was saying intense. Yeah, alright, I feel like an idiot. But I just have it to block some of the light, and I'm recording this on a snow day, so it's a bit ironic I have a towel there. But anyways, question number 1 comes from Jilkalo, and he asked, what has been your greatest achievement on YouTube so far? So this is a tough one. Honestly, I was ecstatic when I hit 100 subscribers. I was like, holy crap, people care about me. People care about me, Mom. But probably my biggest achievement was 1,000 subscribers, just because 100, I did get there, that was amazing, but 1,000, it was like, holy crap, just even imagine 1,000 people watching my videos blew my mind, so that was probably my biggest achievement on YouTube. Question number 2 comes from Mr. Fowldog, and he asked, why are you doing this when I gotta go to school? I'm sorry, what can I say, but you got a question in anyways, so you should feel grateful. Question number 2 comes from Natalie, also known as Cow Pegasus, and she asked, do you have any goals you want to achieve by the end of this year? This is a good question. I was really happy to see this when it popped up in my Twitter timeline. So, really, my main goal for the end of the year. Now, this may sound a bit ambitious. It may not. I don't know. It's really what you think in the realm of possibility. I want to go for 10,000 subscribers. That is my biggest goal on YouTube that I want to accomplish for this year, and I really think that we can do it. So, hopefully 10K will pop up on my channel with just a few more clicks of the subscriber button by the end of the year. Alright, so the next question comes from Q Melanator, and a little bit more of Jokalo, and he asked, what is it like having a twin? So if you don't know, my brother InfinityRealm is a twin. We're the same age. So it's interesting, to be honest. It's kind of hard to, I don't know, put it into words, as this is all I've known ever since I was born. I've always been used to having a twin. It's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, it's always nice to have someone to talk to and someone to play some Minecraft with or any other game. It's just always nice to have them there, always there right with you. So, alright, so the second half of that question is from Jokalo, and he asks, who's older? And that would be me. I'm just a tad bit older, so haha, I'll take that prize. Next kind of question comes from Haley, and she asked, or kind of said, I guess, make a dying walrus noise. So, when I saw this, I was a bit shocked. So, I'm like, alright, I've been kind of thinking of it, and I even Googled, how does a walrus die when making sounds? And then it occurred to me, I totally misspelled that, so I went back and I was like, well, what's the sound of a dying walrus? And I kind of came up with this. Alright, that's the best it's gonna get. I'm stopping now. Next question comes from Elise, and she asks, what is your favorite childhood memory? So, this is another question I was happy to see. I really did not expect these questions to be asked, but I'm happy that they were. So, thinking back on it, my vast childhood memory box here, probably my favorite childhood memory. Wow, this is really tough to think about. I'm just going to list a couple. So I really remember getting my dog. We went to the airport and picked her up because she came from another state. And it was just the cutest thing. And we drove her home and just pretty much all my neighbors came over and we played in the yard with my new dog. And it was awesome. I still have her today. Another childhood memory I really remember is going to Walt Disney World. That was such an experience when I was younger. It was just so cool to be there. I don't know, it's just the whole feeling. I mean, if I had the chance, I'd go back again, but yeah, those are pretty much my favorite childhood memories. Next question is also from Haley. She's pulling out all the stops. Can you set Luna's house on fire? I would, but do you define what he lives in as a house? That's the real question. Next question is from Mia, and she asked, how did you find out you enjoyed YouTubing? So this was definitely another good question. I guess they're all good questions, but I'm just kind of picking a few here. I found out that I really enjoyed YouTubing, not necessarily when I first started. You would have expected it would have been like love at first sight, or love at first word, I guess, with YouTubing. But I really started to enjoy it when I kind of gained a following and realized I was making an impact in the community. And that's when I realized, hey, maybe this is kind of like a bigger meaning with this. So that's kind of when I realized, hey, I'm kind of enjoying this YouTube stuff. Maybe I should do it more often. And it's kind of took leaps and bounds from there. Next question is from Loti Falcon. I think that's how you say it. And he asks, do you enjoy having a brother to do YouTube with and that you can talk to him about it all the time? It sounds really nice. Smiley face. I kind of answered this earlier, but it's just really awesome to have kind of someone, I guess, to grow your channel with. We both started about around the same time, and I remember us constantly doing our newbie videos together. I'm getting text messages. That's not okay. That's not okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw it. Should I? All right. Oh, thank God, I didn't want to hurt the new phone. Anyways, it's really nice to have him just kind of talk about really anything I want to, because let's face it, nobody else in my family understands Minecraft or YouTube, so he's right there with me. And we also do some collabs together, which end up pretty funny, so it is really nice to have him. Next question comes from Chris, also known as Ironwood WB. Why does Ironwood WB have so much swag? He does not have swag. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate it, but he has no swag whatsoever. Here's my swag. His swag is off the camera. I'm sorry, he just doesn't have it. Alright, next question comes from D the Magnificent, and he asks, what is your favorite Pokemon? So Pokemon's another really favorite childhood game of mine. I still play it occasionally, not as much. And I really had to think about this one, and I decided to go with my best starter I ever had, which was Trico. Oh, we got along. I raised that Pokemon like no other, no cheats, nothing. Got it to level 100. I transferred it to all my future games, so it's fully evolved. Oh man, I'm blanking. Is it called Sceptile in the fully evolved form? I think it is. But we dominated. It's not necessarily because it was the most powerful Pokemon, but I'd say I had the most personal connection with it all the way back in Pokemon Emerald. Next question comes from Mia, and she asks, why are you so adorable? Oh, stop it, you. Alright, so the last two questions I'm combining into one, and they are from Natalie, also known as Cow Pegasus, and Kat, and they both kind of asked the same thing. So Natalie asked, why are your eyebrows so perfect? And then Kat asked, do you do your eyebrows? So, answering Kat's question, this is natural. There is no eyebrow tweaking there. I don't do my eyebrows, and I guess I was kind of born this way. I don't know. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way, hey, but yeah, these are just kind of how my eyebrows are. I never really noticed they were good. I guess people say they are, so. Yeah, that's all the questions that I got for on Twitter. If you guys are not following me on Twitter already, you can just go there, twitter.com/PaulthethirdMC. It's in the description. And sorry if the episode was a bit shorter. This is all the questions I got, so that dictated the episode length. But if you have enjoyed, please leave a like, as it does help me out a lot. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Join the Third Brigade. That is what I call my subscribers, and we seem to get quite a few ores here. You know, nothing too special. But that's pretty much the luck of the draw when it comes to mining. So anyways, guys, my name is PaulthethirdMC, and I will see you guys in the next video. By the way, if you're wondering, I got 7 diamonds. Okay, bye.